What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. We've been waiting a good half an hour here live on stream to see the Bearcti? I don't know. I'm gonna just murder this name. Bearcti theme from Ancient Guardians. So our first reveal from Ancient Guardians is inside. Thanks to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization for translating, and let's get into this. So, ruling question for this theme will be unbearable, to say the least. Oh no, I was told to read these carefully as like a forewarning, and I'm kind of scared. The pack cover is nice. Alright, the new theme, Bearcti, is special summon synchro monsters by looking at the differences in levels. We're changing synchro summoning forever. Yo, let's go. Alright. Mike Pola, Bearcti, is a level 7 water beast effect monster, attack 700, defense 2000. You can only use this card's first and second effects once per turn. During the main phase quick effect, you contribute one other level 7 or higher monster in your hand. Special summon this card from your hand. Also, you can't special summon monsters the rest of the turn except monsters that have a level. So no link rating, no XCs. That's synchro, ritual, normal, special, tribute, those kinds of summons. If this card is special summoned, you can add the one Bearcti monster from your deck to your hand, except for it. So it gets to the field, tributes something, hopefully that something has a graveyard effect or some other kind of effect. It can be any level 7 or higher, and this comes to the field and then searches for you. That is not bad at all. This card is named after Polar Bear, so Polaris plus Micro. Okay, so it is a polar bear. Next up, it looks like we have the black bear. It is Mechs Bearcti, a level 7 water beast effect monster. So that they're all water so far. And attack 700, defense 17. These bears are not very powerful for being mechas. These are very weak mechs, like old school vanillas run over these. You can only use this card's first and second effects once per turn. During the main phase quick effect, you can tribute to one other level 7 or higher monster in your hand, special summon this card from your hand. Also, you can't special summon monsters the rest of the turn except monsters with a level. If this card is special summoned, you can target a Bearcti monster in your graveyard, except for itself, add it to your hand. So it replenishes again what is lost. So you're tributing, getting something back. So they're basically getting to the field for equal advantage to the card itself each time, is kind of the goal. And it doesn't say, except for whatever you sent. So you can literally tribute and grab back the same card. Interesting. This card has the Asian name Black Bear, yes. So then we got some grizzly looking bear, and this is Mechs. And this is a level 7 water beast effect monster, attack 700, defense 1400. You can only use each of this card's first and second effects once per turn. Weird, I think the first effect's going to be the same. During the main phase quick effect, you contribute one other level 7 or higher monster in your hand. Special summon this card from your hand. Also, you can't special summon monsters the rest of the turn except for cards that have a level. If this card is special summoned, you can special summon a Bearcti monster from your hand. So this one is an extender. Finally doesn't get advantage back, but helps you get extra things out there. You can't overlay with them, so your job is then to do other things. And these have all been 7s so far. They have Micro in their name, so like Megazord, I'm not quite sure. So this is, yeah, Grizzly Bear. Okay. Mega Pola, finally some attack on one of these bad boys, and a level 8 as well, and it's a tuner. Attack 2500, defense 700. You can only use each of these cards' names first and second effects per turn. During the main phase quick effect, you contribute one level 7 or higher monster in your hand, special summon this card from your hand. Also, you can't special summon monsters the rest of the turn. This is the first quick effect with that, right? No, this is quick effect. Did I miss that completely? Quick effects. So chum blockers galore / things that actually do extras. Okay, so these are all quick effects to summon. That is actually kind of special. And then, if this card is special summoned while you control another Bearcti monster, you can target a spell and trap your opponent controls and destroy it. So this is level 8. It's a tuner. And in order to do what you're doing, according to earlier, you're going to subtract levels. So like your level 1 synchro will be this 8 plus a 7, if I'm understanding it right. Because there's a level 1 unrevealed synchro that was a level 1 synchro, so everyone was freaking out, a cute little polar bear. So, special summon, you pop a spell or trap, and it's a quick effect. That's kind of cool. And you finally get some attack value. So, the 8s all seem to be the aggressors. This is Bearcti Mega Tannis, a level 8 Water Beast Warrior Tuner effect. And this is also the Black Bear. So they're like the mega forms. They're like the attack mode versions of the mechs we saw, I guess. So quick effect, you tribute a level 7 or higher monster in your hand. Special summon this from your hand. Cannot special summon monsters the rest of the turn except levels. If this card is special summoned while you control another Bearcti monster, you target a face-up monster your opponent controls, change it to face-down defense. So quick, a Book of Moon with a 2400 quick summoning level 8 body that is also a tuner. The level 8s all seem to be tuners. These are mostly generic besides the restriction you're going to be stuck in synchroing, actually, is what I'm noticing for those synchro climb decks. So this is now a level 8 Water Beast tuner. It looks like the Grizzly Bear. And this is Megabilis. 2800/700. You can only use this card's first and second effects once per turn each. During the main phase quick effect, you tribute one level 7 or higher monster in your hand. Special summon this card from your hand. Also, you can't special summon except levels. If this card is special summoned while you control another Bearcti card, you target a card in your opponent's graveyard, banish it. Quick banish, quick monster flip down, quick spell and trap pop. All rather big bodies, level 8 tuners. Still can't fuse, lol? Oh, you still can. Yeah, fusion's a level. I left that mechanic out, I suppose, earlier. Good catch, chat. So you can still fusion summon. You're summoning these big boy tuners. All right, here we go. What everyone's been waiting for. The level 1 Synchro. Bearcti Polari is a level 1 Water Beast Synchro effect. Attack 700, defense 1000. Cannot be synchro summoned. Must be special summoned from your extra deck by sending a tuner and a non-tuner you control whose levels differs by 1. So that can be used by a ton of different decks, but they just have to differ by 1. You can only use each of the card's first and second effects once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can activate one Bearcti Big Dipper directly from your deck. I don't think we've seen that yet. You contribute a level 7 or higher monster, add to your hand, or special summon a Bearcti monster from your graveyard. So, again, you contribute to one and then access one. So you can just basically special summon one out of hand, the grave, back out. Because you tribute, I guess you would just have to have one already there. Add to your hand or special summon. That is pretty cool. So it is a resource game, but it's even, again, all this is very fair. I tribute to get out, I do this to get out, I get the resource back if everything's successful. So you're digging in 2 cards every single time for these insane things. But you also get a search here for a plus before that. But you're spending 2 cards to get that plus again. Here is that insane looking bear mech. This is Bearcti Steppen Treon, level 7 Water Beast Synchro effect monster. Attack 3000, defense 700, cannot be synchro summoned. Must be special summoned from your extra by sending one level 8 or higher tuner and one non-tuner synchro monster you control whose levels differ by 7 to the graveyard. So you need the level 1 synchro and level 8 or higher tuner. So any of the tuners plus this, basically, because you need a level difference of 7. So it requires, well, 8 or higher. I guess you could start going up the tree, but wow. So I guess you could do like Formula Synchron in a 10 or something instead of going Quasar. Okay. Anyways, there's ways to cheat this out probably, but that's the intended way. You can use this card's second effect once per turn. The effect of all face-up monsters special summoned from the extra deck that have no level are negated. Ah, yes, levels only. If your opponent special summons a monster or monsters, you can add the one Bearcti card from your deck to the hand. So that's the hard ones per turn effect, right? If they special, you get 1. Just 1. And this comes from Big Dipper of 7 stars. Grand Chariot. Attack 2700, level 7 Water Beast Warrior Synchro effect monster. Cannot be synchro summoned. Must be special summoned by sending a level 8 or higher tuner. And one non-tuner synchro monster you control whose levels differ by 7. So once again, this boy seems to be the play. We're cheating it out somehow. If this card is special summoned, you can target up to 2 other cards on the field, destroy them. And there's quick summonings. But can you quick synchro? No. Quick special summon? No, not so far. You can target up to 2 other cards, though. That is bigger destruction than anything offered so far. Once per turn, when a card or effect is activated that targets a Bearcti card you control, quick effect, you contribute to 1 monster from your hand or field, negate the activation. It has to target it, though? That protection's not great, but at least it's there. This is probably the bigger effect, the first effect. All right, here's Big Dipper. It's their spaceship. Is a field spell, so we have a searcher for the field spell in the extra deck. Once per turn, if you attribute a monster to activate a Bearcti monster effect, you can banish one level 7 or higher Bearcti from your graveyard instead. So instead of paying cost once, you can substitute the cost, but you already have to have the resource there. Each time a monster or monsters is special summoned, place a counter on the card. Once per turn, if a monster or monsters is special summoned, you can remove all counters from this card, minimum 7. Then target one monster your opponent controls, take control of it. You can only activate this while there's a Bearcti Synchro monster. So kind of a cheesy win con condition that will probably be pulled off more than I'm initially thinking. But it's not like outright win the game for these counters, it's take something. So it's a long-term resource for the other resources you're already getting back. Okay. I see where you're going with it. It is decent. Bears on spaceships? Yes, you have assumed the plot of this video. Bearcti Slider is a quick play spell card. You can only activate one card with this name per turn. Target one of your Bearcti monsters that is banished or in your graveyard. You can't special summon monsters for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, except with levels. Also special summon that target, but it can't attack. Destroy it at the end phase. So a quick play version of Reborn that is from Banish or Graveyard. They already have quick effects to pop out of the hand, but I guess this is pretty big for the Synchros. Is this on Special Summon? If this card is special, can't be Synchro Summon, must be Special Summon. So that's not a proper Synchro, so can you not bring these back, or can you if they're properly specialed? Must be specialed from your extra deck buy. I don't think you can bring that back. I don't know, but I don't, initially I would think you can't. I'll have to know rulings later. But initially, it can't be Synchro Summoned. It must be Special Summoned by. Is it properly summoned from the extra deck then? Are there limits within this deck? Yeah, we're going to need some rulings on these things, yeah. That's where Coder Senpai comes in. Okay, we got a trap card. Bearcti Quint Charge. My initial reaction would be that you can't, but we will see. Continuous trap card. Once per turn, you can pay 700 life points to activate one of these effects. Add a Bearcti monster from your graveyard to the hand. Not bad. Tribute 2 Bearcti monsters, and if you do special summon one from your extra deck whose level is different, equal between the monsters ignoring. They're so easy to get out on the field, that one seems a little bit weird to have to tribute them. When your Bearcti monster is destroyed by battle with an opponent's attacking monster, you can have your opponent shuffle cards from their hand, field, or graveyard to deck until they have a total of 7. That's kind of a weird floodgate-like effect on decent effects already, but I don't know if it'll be worth it. And AR's Rock Sunrise gets a reprint, which we already freaking knew. Synchro monsters say must be special summoned, so that you cannot reborn them unless the card ignores summoning conditions. Yeah, I didn't think you could. That's my initial reaction, but I don't want to speak out of term on something that I'm just reacting to or soaking in, so I want to put that disclaimer of we need rulings. But my initial reaction would be that you can't just use that to revive, which seems kind of papega. All right, guys, I really like this archetype. It's unique, breaking of synchro mechanics and going in. The resource game is good back and forth. I think it's better than I initially think it'll be. At first, I'm like, this is too fair, but the ability to spam how it's going does seem like it has some generic ability or use in certain decks, or even engine-like, in terms of being able to go, okay, summon this search, get this back, it's fair, it's on the board. These are really crazy enablers if you think about it. So I do think this may even come out as an engine rather than just the deck, but we'll have to see how it goes. Dark Synchro, let's go. All right, chat, thanks for joining me live for this video. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing? Please subscribe to the channel, like this video if you enjoy these live conversations, and join the live streams to hang out, participate, and mess up dono goals from being 333.33 before we start the video. But thanks for donating anyways, guys. You didn't have to in the first place.